Namaste. Welcome back to Conscious Reality, where we speak on love and the relationship stuff, but also spirituality. I want to speak on something that's very near and dear to each of our hearts, something that we must understand. And let me start by saying this, straight to the point. One of the reasons why it's so hard to have relationships and to keep relationships, to maintain relationships, healthy ones, is understanding that we don't have anyone. We can't have anyone. And we are not allowed to have anyone. But what we are allowed to have is relationships. We are allowed to have illusions. We are allowed to have emotions. We are allowed to paint whatever picture that we want to paint with someone, but we can't have them. We can think, we can feel, but we cannot have someone. See, when you think that you have someone, you believe somebody is yours. So you believe that they should act accordingly and do this and do that so that they could stay being yours. And this is where we go wrong. Nobody could be yours. We belong to something else. We belong to a greater power, each of us. You don't even belong to you. We suffer this way because we think somebody is ours. And so we think that they should do this way, they should act this way, treat you this way. And we don't even realize that all we have is a relationship with others. We don't have anybody. We have a way how we relate to everything, to the sunlight, to the sunset, to the flowers, to the moon, to the skies, to the dogs, to the cats, to the trees, to the plants, to the weed, to the grass. We have a way how we relate to all those things, but is the trees yours? Is the ocean yours? Is the sunlight yours? Is the sunset yours? Is the sunrise yours? Is the sun yours? The moon yours? The trees? No, they're not yours. You just have found a way how you relate to them. And then you found a way to relate to them and it becomes perfectly fine. But when it comes to when it comes to another human, you think that person is yours. No, you have the same thing you have with the trees. You have a relationship with it. And each relationship change. Every relationship change. In the beginning is this way. In the middle is that way. And in the end is this way. And it's changed because of your perception, of your understanding, of your expectations. Remember, you don't have anyone. The best way to keep someone is this. Let me not tell you that, because you might try it and you might fail. See, many of us are trying to keep people, not realizing that we're losing ourselves. The best way to keep somebody is to let them be. Let me say that again. The best way to keep someone is to let them be. Let them be free. Let them to do whatever they want to do, be whatever they want to be. You can't stop them from doing what they are. You know, many of us have certain things that we relate, like for instance, when we were younger, the way how we relate to sugar, we loved it. We craved sugar. It did our body good, as we thought. And as we get older, when we eat sugar, the same candies, the same sweets, we break out. We get pimples. We get sick. We get sleepy. Why? Because the relationship changed. Certain foods you grew up with that you can't eat no more. Because it's not that you hate the food. Not that it's just that the relationship changed. Listen, all we have is relationships. That's all we have. And whether you accept that's all you have, you learn to be okay with it. And you learn to change. And you learn to move. And you learn to accept. And transition. Because all you have is relationships. Now, our illusions are telling us that you have someone when you're in a relationship. You have someone. And the person can't do this. They can't do that. They can't say this. And when they actually do it, you suffer, don't you? You begin to feel pain, uncontrollable pain. You begin to suffer for years. You begin to blame them for your suffering. You begin to this and that and cry and talk about, I need healing. Why? Because somebody who belongs to God, not you, is doing exactly what they want to do. Using their body, using their mouths, their words to paint their own picture because they have their own life. They don't belong to you. You can't own anybody. And when you learn this, you learn to set people free without being hurt, without thinking about you, without thinking that you did something wrong, without thinking that it's failed. Nothing fails. It just continues. Life continues. It doesn't fail. Relationship change. Every one of them, they don't fail. They change. And when you allow that to be, the truth is, when you accept that you don't have anybody, life becomes easier. It is your choice in what relationship you keep. You know, I know many people, they have relationship with people that they don't even know of. Like, you ever had somebody follow you and stalk you? Thought that they was with you, but you didn't know that you was with them? Well, if you don't know what that means, then good. But some of us, I know what that feels like. To have somebody be with you in a relationship that you don't know of. They have a relationship with you. They don't have you. You still doing your thing. I'm still doing my thing, living my life. I don't know what, but they're illusions, just like how you have an illusion. See, we all have this image in our minds based on what somebody say, what somebody does, so we assume that we have somebody. You don't have anybody. And let that be okay. Let that be okay. Let that be okay. So when people start to act up, just change the relationship. Because you never had them in the first place. When they begin to disrespect you, change the relationship. You ain't got to do nothing. You ain't got to hate them. Listen, when the mango was no longer acting good in your stomach, you didn't hate the mango. You just switched the relationship. Well, I don't relate to this mango anymore. When I was young, I loved mango. I eat it all the time. But now, for some reason, when I eat it, I throw up. But it doesn't mean I hate mango. It just means I have to create distance between the mango and me. Because if I keep eating it, I keep being sick. See, some of you all are in relationships that you keep consuming, keep getting you sick, but you still want to consume it. The relationship has changed. It's that simple. It has changed. It's time for you to accept it and create distance. Not for you to get angry. Some foods that you ate when you were younger, you can't eat anymore because the body don't react the same because the relationship between the food and your body has changed. Some relationships, like right now that you have in your life, intimate ones, friendships, they are changing. You don't have to hate them, the person. You don't have to hate them, dislike them, be angry, be miserable, be sad. You just have to accept it. It's changed. Because one thing that you never had was them. You just have an illusion that you had them. It's not true. See, many of us, when we suffer these breakups and these loss, we suffer the illusion that we once had. The image that we had in our minds, that we placed there, that we planted in our minds. And you know how we plant these things in our minds? Because they tell you something. Their words painted you your picture. You took a crayon, and when they spoke to you, when they touched you, and when they saw you, you painted pictures of them in your minds. And now the picture is moving. The picture is not the same anymore, and you hate it. The picture that you paint has to change because now they're showing you a different version of them. They speak in a different way. They act in a different way. And instead of you painting a new picture, you hold on to the same picture and their new behavior, and you suffer. You don't want to accept the new picture that they're showing you. You don't want to paint a new picture. You want to hold on to the old picture. The one that you painted, the illusion that you drew. And that's why you suffer. That's why we can't let go. Because what you can't let go of is the picture. It's the illusion. Look at what they are doing. Look at what they are telling you. Look. Pay attention. That's the new picture. That's the one to accept. I don't care how they did it. I don't care if they lied. I don't care what they told you. I don't care what they promised you. The truth is you are suffering because of that. And whatever you are suffering for, you have to leave it. You have to leave it. So relax. Chill. You don't have them. You never had them. Because many of you suffer because you thought that you had them. This is one of our biggest problems. One of our biggest issues. One of our biggest lost is the illusion that you had someone. People are God's children. They have a free will on two legs. They're not a tree or a plant. They could always move. And you should give them the chance to move. They should be granted every opportunity to move when they want to move, to do what they want to do. Because people will show you exactly what they want with their emotions, with their energy, with their feelings, with their behaviors. They show you exactly what they want. And if it ain't true that they want, that means the relationship has changed. But you don't lose people. You just change relationship. You get it? You don't lose people. You just change the relationships. So don't grieve. Don't grieve over a person who's still alive. They're still there. It's just the relationship. That's it. You understand? So, I hope you understand what I'm saying. I hope you subscribe to my channel. And I hope you like and comment. Let me know what questions you have. Also, if you haven't been to my website, check my website out. ConsciousReality.store. Conscious with a K. Reality.store. You can book one-on-one sessions. I do chakra healing. I do balancing. I do energy transfer. I do coaching, relationship, spiritual, awakening. I do all those things. So if you have any desires or needs in those areas, check my website out. You can book me online, book me one-on-one. All right? You'll have a blessed day. I'll see you guys later. Remember, you don't have anyone. They don't have you. You are free and they are free. All you have is a relationship. Be free. Just learn to relate. I'm just saying.